Hi,
Hello, Sarah.
how are you?
I'm great and fabulous, as you can see. How about
Of
you?
course. I'm well, not as fabulous as you, but I'm good.
Oh my God. Okay, so don't be jealous.
Of course not. Jealousy, it's an ugly green thing.
I
So yeah.
agree with you. Oh my God. You even know the color of jealousy.
Yeah.
That means you've been there before.
Been there, done that. Definitely.
I
Not
got
proud,
you.
but
I got you. Wow. Oh my God. You are looking great.
thank you.
Well,
I try.
yeah. Um, So today I just want to, interview you. And I'm
Yes.
sorry you're not speaking with Roman. Roman is on leave for the time,
Oh,
yeah, for the
okay.
time being.
Yeah.
And yeah, throughout henceforth, I think I will be taking his position for now until he's
Okay.
back. Okay.
Can you tell me your name again?
My name is Kingsley.
Kingsley. Perfect.
Kingsley, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So it's very nice to meet you, Kingsley. Okay, sure.
Oh, my pleasure. Oh, my pleasure. You look so happy.
Well, I
What's
try to
going
be
on?
as yeah, well, first of all, we're Colombians. Second of all, we're paisas. I don't know if you've been to Medellin before.
Nope, nope. I would
Okay,
like
people from
to.
Medellin. Well, you're welcome anytime. Uh,
Okay.
but they say, well, we are wildly known because we're supposed to be really happy, like really nice people here
Hmm.
in Antioquia in Medellin. So yeah.
Okay, so this is like a blood trait. So it's not a new thing. I
Yeah,
shouldn't be
no, no, no.
surprised. This is who you are.
Yeah. So yeah.
Great. Okay, so I would like to ask you a couple of questions.
Of
I don't
course.
want this to be so professional. I just want us to, interact and talk. This is not just about giving review. This is also for me to understand more. Like I'm a new employee, sorry, here in
Ah,
this
okay.
company, and I would
Okay.
like to, get as more detailed information as possible. And believe me, I have prepared my questions, and I believe they are the right questions. And if you have anything to add, go ahead, be free,
Okay.
and
I
do you.
will.
And again, I want to let you know that this meeting is being recorded, actually.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay? Is
Got
that
it.
okay by you?
It's okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sarah. Oh my God. I can't believe there are people like you in this world. Wow. Where have I been
Well,
all my life?
no, we're there. Just need to look, but we are.
Just look a little bit to pay more attention, you know?
Yeah, yeah. You just maybe you missed one, but we're there.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
definitely
I
there.
agree with you 100%. Okay, so tell me, what is your experience like in BDR Academy? You have been there for the past 2, 3 months, right? How many
We
months?
started on July 1st, so this is
Oh, okay.
basically it's
Uh,
been a month and a half of work.
okay,
So
okay.
I was, navigating through Instagram, doing my thing, and I came across Roman, no, sorry, Dan's advertisement
Mm-hmm,
about the academy.
mm-hmm.
I right now I'm at a point in my life where I'm willing to make some changes, both personal
Right.
and professional changes.
Mm-hmm,
So I stumbled on into this information. So I said, okay, let's take a look. And I love learning things.
mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, let's give it a try. Let's see what it's about. I had the meeting with Roman. He told me about the program. He told me everything that I needed to know about the length of the program, what was expected from the program at the end. And I said, okay, so if I don't get a job, I'll get my money back, but they assure you you'll get a job. So they must be very well, the program has to be really well
Planned
structured.
and organized. Yeah, and
Yeah.
rooted.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you
Mhm.
believe in your product and if you advertise it that way, it has to be good.
Yes, it is. I agree with you 100%.
So yeah, I just one thing I regret is not having the money up front to pay for the whole thing at once, but
Yeah,
I like the way that they gave you other possibilities for paying the
for
course.
payment, a lot of options,
It's
flexible
yes.
options.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, so if it fits my budget, I'm gonna do it. And I started attending, and something that really has surprised me is how much you learn about being a business development representative. It's amazing how many things there are out there and how easily Dan makes you understand the terms. And he puts it in a way, even I'm a teacher. I'm
Oh,
an English teacher for over 20 years.
mm.
Um, so you might wonder, why does an English teacher want to become a BDR?
Hmm. Okay.
The first thing that you see in the advertisement is if your level of English is B2 or higher. So I
You're
have
good to
one,
go. So
I have one thing I'm
you
okay
tick
with.
that. You tick it. Okay,
I
I'm good to
checked
go.
it and I said,
Check,
good,
check.
what's next? And I said, okay. And my boyfriend also speaks English and he's always encouraging me, like, why don't you find something else where
Yeah.
you can use your English? I'm like, okay. And so I started, and it's been really amazing, all the things that I constantly learn. And I say, maybe I'm going to hit a bump and I'm going to find something difficult that I might not be able to understand. And the whole program just makes you feel like you can actually learn. It's not that
Yeah.
hard.
Hmm. I am so glad and thrilled to hear that. I mean, this is the best way to start. I mean, this is the best interviews I have heard, and I love your sincerity, your honesty. Thank you so much.
No, no, no,
Okay,
no. It's
moving to my next question.
yes.
Of course, I mean, you have touched almost everything I have here. Like
Yeah.
within 1 minute, you have articulated and boom,
Yeah.
wow, you should be working in media. Okay, so what expectations did you have for the course before starting, and how have those expectations been met,
Okay.
for the
So
first month?
yeah, for I think the first thing, my first expectation was, okay, am I going to be able to do this?
Mhm,
Even though I was a sales clerk like a gazillion years ago.
mhm,
But I worked in retail, but that was a long time ago. So you think,
mhm.
maybe can that experience count for this? And you realize it doesn't. But the expectation is basically, okay, to learn something new and to be able to actually, and I found out this very recently, I can connect it to my line of work, because I'm going to, one of the topics that we talked about 2 weeks ago was the
Mhm.
domain we are going to emphasize on, and I'm going to go with edtech because
Oh,
I know about education. And
yeah,
right
yeah.
now, being a teacher, I teach online classes to
Mhm,
young adults
mhm.
and undergraduate students. So I think the need for improving like virtual classes or online classes has become
Yeah.
a priority in the educational sector.
Yeah.
So
Now I see.
being able to find the expectation of being able to connect my field of work with this topic, with BDR, has been amazing,
So
because
you
you're
are
not
literally using one stone to kill numerous birds.
exactly. Yeah.
You are smart,
I'm not
girl.
into killing, but yeah.
You are really
But I'm
smart.
covering, yeah, I'm covering like a lot of things that I say, okay, so maybe I can do this because I'm
Mhm.
relating my field of work.
Yeah, yeah.
So my expectations were never high. I was just, just waiting to see what came at week after
Yeah.
week.
Mhm.
And after the first month, you're just eager to continue. You feel like, okay, what's next? Let's do this.
Yeah.
And on a recent, I think I was on the last live broadcast,
Mhm.
Dan said something about the people from my group asking him to give us more challenging tasks.
Hmm.
So you're like, okay, maybe they think it has been easy,
Easier for you guys. So yeah,
but
they should be
but you know
more
what?
tough.
But you know what? I think it's better because it basically it doesn't hit you like up front when you're like, okay,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I
I'm
don't
not
get
gonna
it.
be able to do it. No,
Where you
it's
begin
been
to
a
doubt yourself.
smooth. Yeah, because if you're up to this, then you should be able to do anything they ask you to. But
Absolutely.
I think it has to be, if you're not, if this is new for you, if you've never done this before, I think the transition should be done smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you're in class, you don't start teaching English to your students up front when they don't speak the language. You just
Yeah.
do it progressively.
Yeah.
So they get
One
accustomed to
stage to one stage until
yeah,
they get
one
adapted
step at
to
a
it.
time. It's
Yes.
all about adapting. And I think I've
Mm-hmm.
been adapting very
Adapting.
well to the
Mm-hmm.
program
I can
because of the
see, I can
pace.
see, I can see all of that. I haven't met you in the class, of course, but based on, your confidence, the way you are, speaking the word BDR, it means, I mean, you have already programmed in your head, hello, I
I
am the
am.
BDR boss.
Yes, yes.
Soon
You
I'll be
you just
working.
yeah, you own it. You have to own it.
Yeah, yeah, you do, you do. You have only none other person. Like, I mean, oh my God, I'm proud of you, Sarah. I'm proud of
Thank
you.
you.
Okay.
I hope I can take everything that I'm learning and just, being the best, so I can say this is they made me, and they
Yeah.
made I am who I am because of them, and I'm very
Them.
proud, and I want to
It will
take this
happen.
further.
Yeah, it will happen because we have been doing this, and I believe your case will never be different. Just keep it up. Keep this, you see the spirit, this energy, keep it, like keep it, keep doing you. You have got
I
this.
will.
I'm proud of you. Okay, the next question is, um, what has been the most valuable or surprising discovery for you during the learning process? I mean, you have taught this a little bit, but I want us to put some, I mean,
Yeah,
more into perspective and context.
of
Mhm.
course. I think getting used to the terminology, because
Mhm.
there's a lot of things that we have to learn, a lot of new words.
Mhm.
I until up until like a month and a half ago, I didn't know what B2B was. I didn't
Oh,
know what SaaS was.
oh,
And now you're like, oh, you're talking about business to business, of course. And you're
of
talking
course I
about
know.
B2C, business to customer. Of course, you don't know
Uh-huh.
what that is. Oh, God. So it's being able to, I know this is something that we as adults sometimes have to face. Some people say,
Yeah.
I'm too old to learn new things. No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're definitely not.
I agree with you.
So
No time is
being
late.
able, yeah, and being able to discover that you can still learn new things that are not within what you're accustomed to,
Mhm.
it's something that amazes me. And I'm a nerd. I don't have my no, I don't have my flashcards here, but I'm writing down everything. I take notes. I have a notebook. I'm old
Mm.
school. I write down everything because
Well,
I'm
it's not even
terrible.
about being old school. For the fact that you are into the education sector as a teacher, yeah, it's a normal
Yeah.
thing. And apart from that, it's even great to write. It's good to use the old school because you
Yes.
know what?
Mm,
When you are spelling those words and writing it down with your hands, your brain is getting adapted and beginning to
exactly.
be friends with it. Getting, I don't know how to put it. You know, Forming this beautiful relationship with those words, those texts,
Yeah.
those sentences. And when you hear a word or a letter from a very long sentence that you have written down, it will
Hmm.
just come back like a memory
Exactly.
to just throw you back into the memory lane. So yeah,
Exactly.
that's beautiful.
So being able to learn all this terminology has just been amazing, because you say, okay, what's next? So what are we
Mhm.
what more can we learn? And
Yeah,
it's not like feeling, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able, it's too much. No,
yeah,
it,
great,
it is a lot, but you take your time and you do have your ways into remembering and learning and retaining all this information.
great. That's good to hear. That feels good to hear. Okay, the third question is, which topics or skills you have learned this month have been the most interesting or useful to you?
I think finding out information about people, like your future leads, like
Mhm.
how do I find someone I'm interested in, and how do I find someone I'm interested in contacting, to because you learn as a BDR, you're literally the first contact this future lead is going to have.
Uh-huh.
So if you're the bridge, you're basically the bridge. So
Mhm.
finding out that you can go to LinkedIn, that you can find out this information, and not feeling invasive. I'm sorry, I come from a culture where
Yeah, yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
some people might
Not
think,
feel like you are
you're looking
stalking the
into my
person.
profile.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're looking
Mhm.
into my profile. Some people might not like it, but at the course we've learned that it's about just gathering information, and then I'm just waiting for this part of the course when we start learning how to write the emails that we're going to start using to contact these people, to
Mm.
start making business. That's what
Mm.
intrigues me, because I remember a workshop that Dan did. One of the first workshops that we did, it was an hour and a half workshop. And he
Mhm.
said, the way you've been writing emails is wrong.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay,
Uh-huh.
but I'm a
Uh-huh.
teacher. I write for my students. I'm not writing for clients who I want to sell
Yeah,
software
yeah.
to.
Uh-huh.
So it's something that I need to start, like I need to start,
Integrating.
yeah, and I'm gonna start to do a deep programming
Mm-hmm.
thing on my brain to get
Yeah,
into my head. Next time you write an email, so I
great.
think I think it's basically that, like the challenge of contacting and making that, let's say, the first move,
Mm-hmm.
and being able to attract the person and to get that person to,
Getting the
okay,
person
so
attention and believing you and trusting you.
yes, 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 yes.
Great.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of interesting to see how that's going to happen and how we can do
Okay.
it like
It
smoothly.
will. It will. Just hold your breath. More is coming. Okay. Thank you for that
Uh,
question. I mean, you really went in depth. This shows that you are a teacher. Yeah. You just explained everything. All right. The fourth question is, how would you assess your progress over this month? Are there specific achievements you are proud of? I mean, things that you
okay.
are proud of over the past 1 month.
Okay, so I consider myself to be extremely disciplined when it comes to studying. I'm a nerd.
Mhm,
I'm a dedicated nerd. So I've been dedicating time, but not as much as I would like to because I'm working right now.
mhm.
And actually, I have two jobs right now. So
Okay.
I dedicate my weekends to work on the material as much as I can. I know I can give more of myself, but right now, because of time constrictions, I can't.
Mhm,
However, I think my progress can be measured in one, the responsibility I've had within my tasks, because
mhm,
I try to turn in my tasks on time, and two, I think also the learning process within this month and a half that we've been working,
mhm,
just seeing the difference from the first day or the first week we started
mhm.
not having a clue what this is about to now
So
being able to
transitioning
say
into knowing all these
exactly.
words, getting adapted to it,
At
I
least
got
if you
it.
ask me, so what's a BDR and what's the difference between an SDR? And I'm like, okay, I know that. So it's this. I focus more on this, and my field of work is this, or my impact is this. So you
Yeah,
see the difference, and this is just month and a half. This we still have like 3.5 more months to go.
to go.
So if this is just the first month, you just imagine, oh my God, how is this going to be in the next month or in the next 2 months?
Well, Sarah, I don't know how proud of yourself you are, but I am certainly proud of you. I
Thank you.
am, really. Keep it up. Then the
Thank you.
fifth question is, after completing the first month of training, has your interest in BDR profession increased? How has this, manifested?
Oh yes,
Do you look
very
forward to
much.
it? Do you gravitate to it?
Yeah, like you said before, I just can't wait to finish and see what happens. I'm like, okay, so am I going to start working? I'm going to be able to literally change my life completely.
And put
It's going
everything
to
you are
be
learning into practice.
yes, and being able to say, okay, so let's do this now. Let's put everything I learned and let's make the BDR Academy and let's make Dan proud.
Mm.
So we can bring this to other people. Actually, I've been talking to my boyfriend about this a lot, and he's also interested. He's like, hmm, I think I might be able, I might
Oh
want to
my
take
God.
the course. And I'm like, yeah, my first referral. Yay.
Yeah, we can't wait to onboard him. Tell him we are waiting for him.
I'm just trying to sell the idea so other people can join and can see
Yeah,
that it's not even about the language, because we have so many people in the group from so many different countries,
different
and I
countries.
think
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
just this is an international classroom, and this
Yeah.
is this is something that you would never,
Multicultural.
yeah, it's a multicultural environment.
Hmm.
Many years ago, you've never imagined this, and now we have the chance to be a part of it.
Hmm.
So you're like, huh, okay, and you can actually give faith of how someone with such experience like Dan, after being like all over the place with what he does, he can become a teacher and he can just give that knowledge to other
To
people
other
who are also
people.
interested. And this is online, but we have the commitment. We are responsible people, and we really want to thrive, and we
Hmm.
want to take this to the end. And then we wanted to start, okay, let's do this. So I'm a BDR. Give me a job. I won't let you down. Let's do this.
Great, great. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that hits hard right now. Like thinking about it, I never even thought about it that way. Yeah. Then bringing himself down and trying to transfer his knowledge to people. That turns into wisdom. There is difference between
Yeah.
knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is when you have all the ideas, you have
Yeah.
learned all of those things and you know it. You are this big person in this category or niche. But
Hmm.
when you transfer those knowledge to other people and educate them and they make you proud and become something better in their lives, that turns into wisdom. That is why you hear most of the time that the wise people are the old ones because they have lived their life and then they transfer some of the things they know to the younger generation. That is wisdom.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now I'm thinking about it, and you are definitely right, 100%. That
Yeah.
hits
And we're
differently.
very lucky because we have him as our guide. I mean, he's
Mhm.
with us this whole journey. So what's the best way of learning but from the man himself?
Yeah.
So it's a privilege. It's a
Yeah. It,
privilege.
it
It's an
is.
honor
It
to
is.
be under his wing. So yeah,
It
we're very
is.
lucky. We're very
Yeah,
lucky.
I agree with you 100%. Okay, the next question is, um, after completing the first month of training, has your interest, okay, I have asked that question, right?
Yeah, it's the
Are the-
next one. Yeah.
yeah. Are there specific topics or skills you are eagerly anticipating?
Yes. learning a lot on how to write really impressive emails to attract new leads. That's basically one of the first things I'm really interested in, for because of what I told you earlier. Like, I've been accustomed to writing in a certain way, but now it's going to be completely different because I'm not going to be writing as a teacher. I'm going to be writing as a BDR.
Yeah.
My writing depends whether I get a lead or not, basically.
Wow.
My job is basically that. So how can my writing skills improve? Or I think also just learning everything I can about being a BDR, because it's so extensive. There are
Yeah.
so many
It's so
things.
compound. It's a lot.
Yeah.
There are a lot to learn as time goes on. Yeah.
Yes.
Because actually, I mean, maybe some people don't understand what this BDR is. It's mostly like SaaS companies. Let's talk about SaaS companies, or
Hmm.
the SaaS industry,
Yeah.
technology and all of that. They can't thrive without a BDR professional. You guys are the people who makes their market easier, who make their company, progressive, who make their company successful. Without BDR professional, they can't thrive. AI cannot do what you would do as a BDR professional. So
Okay.
yeah, got it. Okay, the next
Okay.
question is, how do you feel about the support and feedback from our teacher and me and
Okay.
experts?
Okay, I think it's been constant. I think it's been constant, and he's like, just knowing when you turn in a task, or at least this is how I feel. I can't wait until he gives me feedback because I really want to know what he
Yeah,
thinks.
yeah. If you are good or
Um,
not, yeah.
yeah, am I doing the right thing? Am I
Mm-hmm,
doing a good job? What else
mm-hmm,
does he have to say? Any other like additional things I could improve maybe? So I'm always
mm-hmm,
eager. I'm always eager. I think it's because I try to be a really good student. So
mm-hmm.
if you turn in your task and then, okay, let's wait and see what happens. Let's see what he
Yeah.
has to say. So yeah, and it's always there. Once you turn in the task, you just wait a few days and then he'll give you that feedback. And it's always interesting to see about the aftermath of the task. Like, how did you
Mm-hmm.
feel? And what do you think you can improve?
Improve.
And
Mm-hmm.
what did you learn from this? So it's also like a continuous process right after the turning the task. I mean, it's not just I give you my task and that's it. No. How do you feel after? What
Mm-hmm.
did you learn? So
Mm-hmm.
it's really
Wow.
important. It's very important.
Now I'm thinking about that. That's awesome. There's a
Yeah,
lot.
it's
There
very
is a lot.
important.
That's a
Yeah.
lot, really. Okay, my last question is, what do you feel could be improved in our learning model? I mean, we have
Hmm.
been there for 1.5 months, right?
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
think there is anything that didn't meet up to, your expectation, or anything that you think we could improve? Because there is always a room to improve, or do you think everything is just perfect the way it is?
I think everything so far has been really good. It has been excellent because, for example, I noticed that in the last live broadcast there were some issues with the video, but they immediately turned it around, and I think he changed into Google Meet or something, not Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
But there's
Yeah.
always like a backup.
Oh,
If
okay.
it's like when you're teaching, when you teach a class, you have to have a backup because
Yeah.
many things can happen during a class.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to continue the way they are, continue the way
Okay.
you're doing it, because
Okay.
it's really well structured. There's always something that's going to happen, but you're ready to face what happens and move
Mm-hmm.
on and keep on going. And you're
Without
guaranteeing.
letting it weigh the situation down.
Exactly. And you're not
Mm-hmm.
letting your students down because there's
Mm-hmm.
always a solution. I love, for example, when we interact in the chat, in the WhatsApp group, because not only does your teacher help you, but your classmates also help you. That's really cool because
Mm.
some people actually maybe are have more time to
Mm-hmm.
dedicate to the course. So whenever you might face a problem, if you go there and you type, look, I had this problem. Did you have the same problem? So we're very tight, and that's great because we can help
Wait,
each other out.
wait. I know I'm a student advisor here, but can you rephrase that? Wait, you guys are kind of you guys interact with each other.
Yeah, we
These
do on the
students from
WhatsApp
all over the
group.
world, because I
Yes,
know there are students from South Africa, there are from
we have people
Asia,
from
Middle Asia, from
Turkey,
Turkey, from
yeah,
your country, yeah, Colombia,
Colombia, yeah,
Brazil, what's it
yes.
called again? Jamaica. So
I think there's, yeah,
you guys have this interaction, you guys are
yes,
close, even
yeah.
though it's virtual classes.
Exactly. And someone, oh, look, I found this article. I think it can be useful for us. Ping, they send it. Or look, I found this
Okay.
bump in the task. Maybe this will happen to you too. Maybe it will be helpful. And they send a video. So we help each other out as well. It's like in a classroom. If I have my
Wow.
classmates, then we help each other.
Wow.
So
That's
it's
amazing.
it's really cool. Like you're not, it's just not you and the teacher and the course. No, it's you, the teacher, the course, and all the people in the group too.
Yeah, this is amazing. Well, I think that comes the end of my questions. And Sarah, once again, thank you so much. And again, I think this is the third time or the fourth time. I'm so proud of you. I
Oh,
am
thank you,
so proud of
Kingsley.
you.
Thank you.
I can see a young woman, believing in herself, knowing herself, and taking all the chances she could get without being afraid of anything.
No,
I'm
don't
proud
get
of
me
you.
wrong. Sometimes I do get a little bit of,
I didn't see that. I can see that
no, but
actually.
it's there, but you just try to keep the beast, at bay. But that's actually help. I see it more as motivation,
Mm,
because if you're afraid, then you're doing it right. So
yeah.
use that as motivation. Use it
Okay.
as motivation so you can keep on doing it.
Mm-hmm. Great. Okay. Thank you so much once again, and have a lovely day. Or is it
You
evening
too,
over there?
Kingsley.
I don't know.
No, it's actually 1:30 p.m. So we're good.
Oh,
It's
okay.
time.
Have a lovely day and lovely
You too,
afternoon.
Kingsley, and
And I
thank
hope
you.
to
Thanks
talk
so
to
much for
you
your time.
maybe some
Oh,
other time.
yes,
Yeah.
please. Of
All right.
course.
All right.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye.